Hi guys, so I'm back today with a video. You'll have to forgive me. My husband's actually mowing right now, so it might be a little bit loud, but I want to get this video done so that I can get these in the mail. So this is a ATC swap that I hosted with Maggie, who is Happy Scrappin' Girl here on YouTube, and we host a swap, and I'm sure for those of you who watch movies, you know that it is myscraproom.ning.com, and this month we were hosting an ATC swap, and the theme was April showers bring May flowers, and I signed up for 2 spots. And so I'll just kind of go over the 2 that I did. So in front of you, here's the 2 that I did. So we'll start with the blue one. Now the blue one is a little card box or crayon box that I got from the Silhouette store. And I matted it with paper. Now all this paper is from the Prima's Delight collection. I was going to say Divine, but this is from the Delight. There are some, and everything is inked in tumbled glass. So it's just a little box. The seam binding is actually dyed with Mermaid Lagoon, the new Tim Holtz Distress spray. These are I Am Rose's Cherry Blossoms. There's some lace in the back, and it was a piece of lace that had flower pattern on it, and I just cut out a couple of layers of it. This little bird is from the Mod Melts, the Mod Podge Mod Melts, and I just gessoed it with white gesso, and I just left it as is. This is a little not die cut, it's a cut from the Silhouette. It just says spring, and I'm so sorry you guys, it is really loud. I hope it's not as loud on the video as it is in here right now. So the ATC inside, and I actually already took it out just for the ease of the video, is this. And there were a couple of requirements. We had to have flowers, we had to have lace, and pearls or bling. So this was what I did. This is a little Recollections bird's nest. There's a little bit more of the lace here. These 2 flowers, I tucked a little more of it behind. Some pearl spray from the Michael's Recollection, or not Michael's, the Michael's wedding department. And I actually have them right here. It's just these little floral sprays. They look like this, and I cut them down and kind of tucked them behind. These are Wild Orchid Crafts Sweetheart Blossoms, and another little Mod Melt bird. There you can see the pattern paper, but behind it, this is actually just some tissue paper that I just put in a ribbon or ruffled thing. The punch is just a EK Success border punch, and this is a Prima frame, and I actually just used the white gesso on it. The sentiment comes from I don't even know what stamp set it is, and then I just glossy accented over it. On the back is just the swap information, and the title of this one is Love Showers. So it sounds like he's coming closer again. So that was the first set of ATCs that I did, and I signed up for 2 sets. The second is this one, and I love this one. I love them both, but this one is just, I love the way that the whole thing just turned out. So this is a acetate pillow box, and I actually made the acetate pillow boxes, and I will tell you, I did ruin quite a bit of acetate from them, because it wasn't because when I cut them wrong. It was when I was gluing them, I used the wrong adhesive. Glossy Accents is not good for acetate. The adhesive that I would recommend is actually this Beacon 3-in-1. It really, really stinks, so make sure you use it in a well-ventilated area. But it worked really well to keep these glued together. You just have to be patient. So as far as my packaging, I just made this acetate pillow box, some seam binding, and the seam binding it was white, and I used Tattered Rose Distress ink to dye the seam binding to match. There are some just pearl stamens tucked behind it, some I Am Roses leaves. This is a trico flower that I dyed, or I dyed it with more Tattered Roses Distress ink. And then these are 2 Wild Orchid Crafts flowers. And then I don't know if you guys can see them, but I put some tiny, tiny little pearls all over the packaging. So just to give it a little bit more interest. So that's the packaging. It's really easy to undo it. You just kind of undo it and open it up. But I have one out. So I'll kind of show you what I did. Again, this is all the Delight paper. I keep thinking it's Divine. I went back and forth between the two, but I decided to use Delight. So behind, you can see that there's some lace tucked back there. It's just about 1.25 inches strip of lace, 2 inches. There is the main image, and this is just an image that I found online, and I just fussy cut around it, and I actually inked it with some vintage photo. And my printer was actually running out of ink, and I was gonna see if I have any leftovers, but it came out a little bit purple, and I didn't like that, so I added that. The sentiment down there is from a Unity stamp, and it's just the It's Raining Happy sentiment, and I just thought it was so cute to go with the umbrella. And I put 2 little sprays of flowers, some more sweetheart blooms from Wild Orchid Crafts, and then these are some flowers that I got off the scrapyard in a lot. Oh, I think it's been 2 or 3 years now. This is another Wild Orchid Crafts flower on his boutonniere. It's a little bit big, but I still think it was adorable. And then I put some antique looking pearls coming down almost like it's raining. And then on the back, I just wrote the information. It's just called Raining Happy. And this stamp, if anyone is wondering, I got it from, I'm sorry you guys, I got it from a Cherry on Top, and it came from Deep Red Rubber, I believe is the company that does it. I'm not sure if it's available anymore, but that's where I got it. I got several of them for gifts from my friends, but I love this stamp. So those are my ATCs. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.